Alrighty, my people. Ranzo's on the line. He says just call him Ranzo. So I'm going to do what my guest asked me to do. Ranzo, a Jamaican YouTuber, has lived in Japan for years and has a massive following for his successful show, which focuses on being a black person living in Japan and other parts of Asia broadly. He joins us now via Zoom to tell us about his experiences. Welcome to Smile Jamaica, Ranzo.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So you reached back to Kingston before COVID catch?
No, actually, it was a hassle to get here. I'm here in business, but it was really, really hard. But I made it successfully, man. I had to apply to leave Japan and all these things. It was a journey.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're here. Ranzo, tell us about your experiences traveling the world. First time you got on a plane, when you fell in love with vlogging and capturing our people, I should say, in Asia.
Okay, well, the first time I went on a plane was when I moved to Canada, right? So that was my first experience moving overseas. But when I went to Japan, it was a different world. It's almost like the opposite of everywhere else in the Western Hemisphere. It's totally different. Pure fascination with the culture, the people. So every day for me there is like an adventure. You hardly see black people though, all right? So when you're in Japan, China, South Korea, you hardly see black people. Vietnam. In Singapore, you might, well, you know what, maybe it took me a while to find a black person in Singapore. I was looking for them, it took me a while, but black people are also in Singapore as well. So it's a fascinating experience for me personally.
Yes, I remember when I was in Japan to find black people, I had to go into like I had to find the black clubs, the Africans, in
In
Tokyo. And I was
Roppongi.
like, yeah, little restaurants and clubs. But when did you, all right, so tell me about the experience in Japan and the black people you found and how you've been capturing them.
Yeah, so a lot of people think there aren't any black people in Japan, but you do have black people from all strata within society. You have very successful black people in Japan. You have people in corporate Japan who are black, speak Japanese fluently. You have Japanese black people with businesses. You got students. You have teachers. Black people do exist in Japan, even though we're about maybe 0.02% of the populace or the population, given that the foreigner populace in Japan is like what the percentage is about 2% of 127 million people. So we're very, very small, but we're a very vibrant community within Japan, and it's a beautiful community.
Right, doctors, lawyers, businessmen. We are populating the
And Jamaicans too.
spaces. Yes, I was gonna say. You said black in Asia. Are you seeing mainly people directly from Africa and the different countries, or which countries? And how many Caribbean people are you coming across?
There's a lot of people, mostly Africans, I would say. Most Africans, you have a lot of like North African Americans, Caribbean people as well, Jamaicans as well. So you do have it's a very diverse group. So Black encapsulates every or includes all these groups, right? I've interviewed Jamaicans from different career paths as well in South Korea, in Japan, China, etc. So everyone.
Right, Ranzo, you're earning from this, or is this just a passion project? I'm trying to put the business to it, because we know the digital landscape we can
Yeah.
earn. I want to know how you're monetizing this great content.
Initially, I went after it as a passion project, right? And then it grew to something that I never knew it would have become. So it's a full-blown, full-fledged, I guess you could say business in terms of just the scale and scope of what we do.
All right. So, Mr. YouTuber, take me to the channel now. I've turned on my computer.
Okay.
I've opened
You
my
type
tab.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Yes.
type in the name that's on my shirt, the Black Experience Japan, and we will be at the top there. I think we're maybe, if not, maybe the number one Black foreigner ranked channel in Asia, potentially, if not Japan. So we're quite large.
Right.
So if you
Yeah.
type in the Black Experience Japan, you'll see the channel, and this is the logo that's on my shirt.
Love it. Yes. All right. So the Black Experience Japan, and we can watch some of the content there and be introduced to great Black people doing things in another part of the world outside of their homeland. Eh?
Indeed, indeed. We recently did a documentary where we focused on half Black and half Japanese people because in Japan, they have myriad of experiences, right? But there's a struggle sometimes when you're mixed with Black and Japanese. So we did a documentary focusing on the struggles that they face, the benefits, just the lifestyle overall experience of a half Black, half Japanese person. They look like us, right? Some of them were maybe lighter, but the culture is purely Japanese. So they're Japanese, they just don't look in terms of the phenotype. So they have a different experience. So we did a documentary recently that was released maybe, 5 days ago. That's on the channel. So you guys can see that as well.
I would have to ask you the last question now because we have to go to a break. I encourage everybody to turn on the channel Black
Experience Japan.
I was going to say Jamaica. I'm like the J, you know.
hey, it's coming. Hey, it's coming. Hold on, we're expanding.
Right.
So look out for something soon.
Looking forward. Naomi Osaka, we've seen her in the spotlight, top tennis player there from Japan, and now really embracing her African roots in different images I've seen. Have you covered Naomi? Have you met Naomi?
No, not yet. No.
Oh, all right. But yeah, she's one to follow when you want to hear the Japanese experience of being Black. Thank you so much, Ranzo, for sharing your story. We hope that your channel continues to grow and that you get that paycheck, and we are going to support you. All the best.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man, Ranzo, otherwise known as Laranzo Dacres, if you want to write the check. Jamaican YouTuber living in Asia. Yes. All right, my people, why just rest on it when you can wear it fashionably? Still to come, we take a look at Comfort and Cuddly, or Comforty and Cuddly, wearable pillow from another Jamaican doing amazing things abroad. News is next, however, soon come.